So this is the S.O.U.L transformation coaching model. So I just want to kind of give you tools and techniques to move away from the traditional coaching models that are out there, like the Grow and the Smart and the Wheel of Life. So the S.O.U.L 4 pillars of life, the satisfaction model, that can be used as a different format as the Wheel of Life, as we just discussed. The Wheel of Life can be a little bit monotonous, a bit mechanical. So that's just a little bit more creative, and you said it kind of helps you go a little bit more inward because it's asking for your hopes, dreams and wishes. So it's quite a nice question to ask on a inner awareness level. Like, we don't really ask what are your hopes and your dreams and your wishes, and then you can see if the client's living in alignment with them or not, and that's where you can come in. But this S.O.U.L transformation coaching model, so we're using the word soul, S situation, O for others that are involved, U for the understandings that we can get, and L for the lessons. And at the back there's a page that says transformation, because in every situation that we encounter, especially where other people are concerned or choices we need to make, there's always it's always an opening for transformation. And as we've taught, it can come wrapped up in all different shapes and sizes. It might come in a pretty bow, or it really might come disguised, as a dark shadow or a dark cloud that we feel is looming in our life. But either way, however you look at it, when you fast forward your life, we can tend to look back on situations and go, I can see why that happened. That happened, and now I'm this, or now I'm here. We can all think of things where we go, do you know what? If that hadn't have happened, I wouldn't be here now. And sometimes it's really painful, isn't it? So this is going to help us. This is based on different techniques. Some people call it the chair technique, where you shift perspective. So you'd sit in your position, then we'd look at how you're perceiving, how you feel, how this situation is affecting you. Then if we've got another person, we might shift our chair and sit in their chair, sit in their shoes for a minute, and think about how they might be perceiving the situation, what their thoughts, needs, feelings might be. So we're kind of looking at the situation as a real observer. We're seeing both sides, because normally we're just in it, seeing it from our perspective. And as we know, and as we've learned, as we've gone on, our perspective is only one version of the truth, isn't it? We're seeing it and feeling it based on our beliefs and needs. So if we can separate that for a minute, we can look at it from a wider angle. We can maybe uncover their motives. We can see what the lesson is. Why is this even happening? What's the meaning of this for me? What's the deeper meaning here? We can see what the lessons are. What are you learning about yourself? What might you learn about the other person? And what is the transformation that's underlying here? Does that make sense? Yeah. So the S for the situation is identify your thoughts, feelings, fears, needs and beliefs. So it's basically get everything about the situation out on paper. It can just be one word, it can be bullet points, or you can mind map it, or you can get the story out on paper. That really helps. Then we look at others, so we're going to identify what you think their thoughts, feelings, fears, needs and beliefs are about this situation. And then we move on to understanding. So what's your interpretation of this situation? And ask yourself, how true is it? You might find that there are other truths that it could possibly be as well. So get all that down on paper. Then the lessons from a higher perspective. What are the lessons or learnings? Don't forget, when we're seeing it from one perspective on a low level, we can really help if we elevate ourselves and see it from a bird's eye view. And then where lies the opportunity for transformation? So it's in alignment with your true self. So your true self, if you can imagine already knows what's going to happen. So if this was already pre-planned and pre-set, the outcome's maybe already there. It's just from our perspective here, we're the ones on the ground force making the choices, if you like, having to deal with the emotions. But the transformation is there for you. So if you could see this as an opportunity for transformation, so it's in alignment with your highest good, try and tap into that vibration when you're answering this question, because when that insight comes to you, you'll get so much clarity on what's happening and how you can best deal with it for your highest good. It will really help. Any questions on it? Anything you don't understand so far?